lips. People's opinions are far from universal.
That's weird.
I think this is fine. If you notice, the child is the one doing the kissing.
Looks like he's giving him mouth to mouth.
I'm fine with it.
It's unusual.
I think it's totally okay to kiss your kid on the lips. It's natural.
I think it's a little inappropriate. Extended kissing on the lips, it's a little weird.
My mother and I still kiss on the lips every time I see her.
If they're at the point where you couldn't carry them on your back or pick them up, they're probably too old to kiss on the lips.
We kiss on the lips all the time because Reed says that it's better that way, right? Oh, thank you. I love you.
I smell cheese.
I brought some experts to discuss this issue from all sides. Psychiatrist Dr. Sue Varma is here, lifestyle and etiquette expert and author of Let Crazy Be Crazy, ELAINE SWANN, and primary care doctor Dr. Jen Caudle joins us. So this is what's interesting. Just talking for a few minutes, you saw two sets of parents obviously love their kids dearly, but in very different ways. So what does science say about parents who are affectionate with their kids? Let's just start at that level. Just parents who love their kids.
Parents who are affectionate with their kids are really setting their kids up for better physical and emotional mental health for life, physical and emotional. And what you see is that these kids grow up, and even at the age of 35, they are more resilient, they're more adaptable to stress. They have 35% less chance of being obese, less chance of having heart disease. So you really are talking about even better brain development. A part of the brain called the hippocampus is larger for kids that are shown affection. And this is involved in memory and learning. They're more motivated, more flexible.
All right, so we got that part done.
Yes.
Now, ELAINE, the social etiquette part of this. Parents kissing kids on the lips.
Yes.
What does the experts say about that?
So etiquette is really more so about putting others at ease. And so if you're doing anything that's going to make someone feel uncomfortable, then you should not do it. That's one thing. But I do see one particular point in terms of age. You know, with toddlers and little ones and your preschoolers, kissing them on the lips is okay. But as children reach pubescent stage, it'll make people feel uncomfortable. So you can do whatever you want to do at home with your own family. The key is not making people feel uncomfortable. So don't do it in public.
So I got curious. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but I was wondering how many cultures actually kiss, period. And so I looked this up. Y'all may be interested in this. It's not as common as you might think. Only 46% of cultures actually kiss romantically.
Oh.
I'm talking about husband and wives, lovers. Less than half of all humans actually kiss on the lips.
Wow.
Dr. Caudle, pediatricians.
Yeah.
What's the general advice to parents about kissing on the lips? And we just heard the James family say they heard about a child being kissed on the lips and breaking out.
And that's something I wanted to speak to, because it does matter in terms of age. When we're talking about infants, that's very, very young children. You know, infants, their immune system is very new, it's still developing, and they're very vulnerable to severe infections. We often recommend for very small children, for infants, that we don't kiss on the lips because we want to minimize the potential risk for infection that just doesn't need to be there. And that's very specific with the young babies.
I'll tell you, there's an old wives' tale in Turkey, where my family's from, adding one more country in the mix, that you actually want a little of that kissing because you want the child to get the immune system and the bacteria from the parents.
Interesting.
Because, we know that actually with children delivered through the vaginal canal, they pick up the bacteria from the mom. And it's a benefit as opposed to cesarean sections. So, Dr. Varma, what about the confusion that might happen with kids if they're kissing their parents on the lips and then they see, as they get older and older, romantic opportunities, or other people who don't think it's right?
Yes. You know, the vast majority of children will be able to know the difference, but a lot of times parents need to take cues from the children. So if the kid is hesitating and they're moving back, don't push yourself on them.
So in our family, we do what the kids want to do. When they're very small, they may actually kiss us on the lips.
Family?
Oh, geez.
Maybe I can weigh in here.
Oh, gosh. My daughter, Daphne. Shouldn't you be watching my grandchildren? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm taking a quick break from them to weigh in on this important topic, actually. What were you going to say we did in our family? I'm curious.
I was going to say we followed the cues from the kids when they were really young. If they kiss us on the lips, we kiss them on the lips. Philo, the oldest one, has sort of stopped doing that. John misses half the time when he tries to kiss me. And little Nika can't choose yet because she's too young. But then usually as they got older, they sort of, self-move themselves in the cheek kissing. What do you think? Did I get it right? Did I pay attention to the kissing?
That is what I remember, actually. I remember kissing on the lips when we were little, and I remember us being the ones who were like, okay, we're over that now and moving on from that. But I love to hear just the social development elements of smothering your kids, not smothering your kids, of showering them with affection. When they're so little and they're so delicious, I can't even imagine not just kissing every piece of skin of theirs I could get my hands.
Just keep making lots more of them so I can kiss them. Okay, thank you. All right, I love you, honey. So let me give you my final thoughts on this. I actually don't really think it matters if you kiss on the lips or not. I think it just matters that you show your love. So it's not whether you love them, it's whether they know you love them. So true. Little different, right? I got lots of smart parents saying the same thing, and I think Daphne would agree. So when we come back, we're taking on another topic that many of you are guilty about. At least you talk about like you're guilty, but you just don't know if it's right or wrong. Social media creeping. You know what that is? Social media creeping? Yeah, you know who you are if you're guilty. Stay with us.